Hey guys, this is Neeraj Modi and this video is about Introduction to SSH plugin in VRO. Topics that will be covered in this module are what is SSH plugin in VRO, and running SSH command in VRO. Let's quickly discuss what exactly SSH is. SSH is a network communication protocol that enables two computers to communicate and share data. It provides encrypted communication between two computers and therefore it is suitable for use on insecure networks as well. SSH is often used to log in and perform operations on remote computers, but it may also be used for transferring data. Now, let's discuss SSH plugin in VRO. The SSH plugin for vRealize Orchestrator allows you to execute SSH commands on a host or copy files to a host. Unfortunately, it only works by default by using a username and a password. Although there is a workflow to create the key pair and register the VCO server public key on an SSH host, but we will discuss the workflows that require credentials in this module. The SSH plugin comes by default in vRealize Orchestrator and can be managed in VRO Control Center. Let's navigate to the Control Center for better understanding. All the available plugins are available under Manage Plugins tab. As we can see here, the SSH plugin is a default plugin and we have enabled the plugin so that we can run SSH commands on our target host. The SSH version that is being used here is 7.1. However, we can upgrade or downgrade this SSH plugin as per our requirement. For that, remove the existing SSH plugin by deleting it from here. Download the plugin of required version, and to install the plugin, browse to the location where the plugin was downloaded. Let's now log into the VRO client and learn how to run SSH commands using VRO workflows. In order to run SSH commands through VRO workflow, navigate to Library folder, select SSH folder. As you can see, there is a predefined workflow named Run SSH command. This workflow allows you to run SSH commands on remote host. Let's find out CPU utilization of our target remote host by running SSH commands there. For that, start the workflow. At first, we need to specify the IP address or hostname of the remote host where the command has to be executed. So I'll provide the IP address here. The default port is 22 and we'll keep it default in our case as well. Click on Next. You need to specify the SSH command to be run on the host. After you are done with your commands, click on Next button. Here you need to specify the encryption method if you have any specific. We'll leave it blank to keep it default. Enter the username of the target machine and select password authentication to be true and click on Next. Enter the password for target SSH host and click on Submit button. So, as we can see, our command has been run on the target host and we have with us the CPU utilization of our host. Similarly, you can run as many SSH commands as you want on the target host and get the and get the desired results. Thank you. Now, since we have done the simple command execution through SSH, we will now see how to run multiple commands on a SSH host. For running multiple commands, we need to separate each command with a semicolon, signifying the initialization of next command. Let's execute this use case for better understanding. We'll calculate the memory utilization of our target host and we'll write the output to a text file present in a folder. For this, again let's run SSH command workflow. Provide the IP address here. We'll keep the port to be default. Here we'll write our multiple commands. Firstly, we'll make the directory. So we'll write the command mkdir demo file. In order to begin the execution of next command, we'll put a semicolon here. cd demo file. Again semicolon, free space -m. Once you are done with the commands, click on next button, specify the encoding, enter the credentials, click on submit button. Now that the workflow has executed successfully, let's navigate to our host to view the output of our workflow. We'll take the putty session of our target host. Let's browse to the folder we created. As we can see, a folder of name demo file has been created here. Let's go to this folder and list all the files and folders present here. We can see a memory utilization text file being created here. Let's view the contents of this file to know the current memory state of our host. We can see that the memory utilization of our host has been recorded in this file, total being 1824 and use being this. Since VRO creates a session with the remote host, it might happen that it consumes more of the cache memory while the session passes due to high script execution time. To avoid this situation, we add dedicated SSH host that may contain scripts or executables that we need to execute on our remote host. Now let's consider a case when we have to run multi-line scripts which consumes memory while running. For example, pushing or configuring agents on remote server. For such scripts, we do not put the whole load on VRO and thus we add an external SSH host through which we run commands on our target host. Let's now learn how to add SSH host. For that, again, we'll browse to our VRO client. In library folder under SSH host, under SSH folder, we have a subfolder named configuration. Here we have a predefined workflow, add SSH host. Let's run this workflow. First, we need to add the host name of our SSH host. Then you need to provide the default port. And next, you need to provide the credentials of your SSH host. Once you are done with providing all the necessary details, click on the submit button. Since I already have an SSH host added here, I would not like to repeat it again. Once the SSH host has been added successfully, you can view that in inventory, SSH plugin, and we can see that our host has been registered here. I hope this video helps you in running your SSH commands. Thank you.